Hot springs, or onsen as they're known in Japan, are a quintessential part of Japanese culture and an experience that shouldn't be missed when you visit. If it's your first time, onsens may feel a little daunting. There's a few rules that need to be followed, not to mention the getting completely naked part. So in this video, we'll cover the different types of onsen and the entire process from start to finish, so that you'll feel like an onsen pro. Before we go over the bathing process, let's first familiarize ourselves with the different kinds of onsen in Japan. One of the most common ones you may encounter as a tourist are onsen inside Japanese inns. Usually located in onsen towns, inns are a great place to stay overnight and experience an onsen in a relaxed, private environment. If you're feeling particularly bougie, you can book a room with a private onsen attached. Or if you don't have quite that much cash to splash, a lot of inns also have private onsen that guests can book for a set period of time. If you're not staying in a Japanese inn, there's also day trip facilities that allow you to book a private onsen for 1 or 2 hours. This is the best way to experience an onsen as a couple or family. Up next are public onsen, which are usually separated by gender. You'll find these in both Japanese inns and day trip onsen facilities. Public onsen usually have a range of different baths, both indoor and outdoor. Outdoor baths are a fantastic way to relax and enjoy the natural scenery around you. While it's rare, some public onsen do also have mixed bathing. Not for the faint-hearted, at these onsen, men and women can strip off and hop in the baths together. Sometimes wearing a towel or swimmers is also allowed. We've talked about onsen, but it's also good to know about Sento. These are public bathhouses usually located in local neighborhoods. The main difference is that the water in Sento is usually not from natural hot spring sources. As a result, they can be quite cheap compared to onsen. Finally, last on the list is foot baths. These are great if you want to have a taste of the onsen experience without getting fully undressed. Often located in onsen towns or tourist spots, having a foot bath is a great way to relax and enjoy your surroundings. Just don't forget to bring a towel to wipe off your feet. Now that you're all caught up on the different types of onsen, let us show you what to expect, from the changing rooms, to the washing area, to the bath. If you're visiting a public onsen, the first thing to know is that the entrance to the men and women's baths are marked by a blue and red curtain respectively. We've come to a private outdoor onsen next to the river to take you through the process.
So when you enter the onsen, you'll first enter the changing room area. In a public onsen, there's usually lockers with a key that you can put on your wrist. In private onsens and other types of onsens, there may just be baskets. So either or, once you're at your basket, undress, fun, and put all your clothes in the basket. Once you put your clothes in your basket, you have 2 towels. The big towel, just leave it in your basket for now, you'll need it later. Your small towel, take it into the onsen with you, but do not put it in the water. You can just pop it on your head or on the side. Once you finish with the onsen, you can just use it to just dab yourself off, and then use your bigger towel when you're at your basket to finish the job. There are usually 2 parts to an onsen, the place where you wash and the hot spring. Now first, you need to wash, and you need to wash thoroughly. There'll be a stool and shampoo, conditioner, body soap provided for you, usually always. Last but not least, the reason that you're here. That's the onsen. There's not really many rules. Just get in, relax.
The process can seem daunting, but don't feel too overwhelmed. Our best piece of advice is to simply follow what others are doing, and you'll soon be on your way to a relaxing bath. The onsen temperature sits around 38 to 42 degrees. Some bath etiquette to be aware of is, if you have long hair, it should be tied up. And the onsen is a place for relaxing, so save swimming and splashing for the pool, and in public onsens, leave your phone and cameras in your bag. Now that we're all across the onsen etiquette, let's talk about bathing with children and what to do if you have tattoos. Booking a private onsen is a great way to bathe as a family. But if you are using public onsen, it's good to know that generally, children under the age of 7 can go into either gender onsen. So sons can go with their mothers into the women's onsen and vice versa. Now let's talk about tattoos. Unfortunately, a lot of onsen don't allow people with tattoos, an old rule that was created to stop gang members from entering. Some onsen will display no tattoo signs, while others will allow tattoos if they are covered by a skin-colored sticker. Luckily, there are some public onsen where tattoos are allowed, such as Kusatsu Onsen, 3 hours from Tokyo. Alternatively, renting a private bath is a great way to enjoy onsen even if you have tattoos. For more info on onsen, including cheap and tattoo-friendly spots, check out our article links in the description. Make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on more Japan travel videos, and we'll see you in the next one.